Okay, so I am totally new to all this. Ah, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I don't even know what I'm doing right. Is there a wrong way to vlog? Hey guys. So if you're new here, I am Kristina Cummings and welcome to my vlog. Just so you know, I am a absolute total newbie to all this. I feel like I'm totally still finding like my style of how I like to film and everything. I've only done a few videos and I feel like they're all just a little bit different. I'm learning things just as I go, so just roll with it with me, okay? Okay, cool. So today I wanted to share, I hate to say a day in the life of being quarantined, but kinda, it's just what we're doing right now though, to get us and our kids out of the house, just while the whole weird corona shelter in place thing is going on, you know, like our kids and us too, we still need to get out of the house. So this is just kind of the stuff that we're doing. It is totally still okay to go outside and to take your kids out to play and to let them run around and get their energy out. This is information right here that I got directly off of the ca.gov. I'll link it down in the description box. But according to them, I'll just read it right off my computer here. It says, it is okay to go outside for a walk and exercise as long as you maintain a safe social distance of 6 feet from people not in your household. Parks may be closed to help slow the spread of the virus. Check with local officials about park closures in your area. For us, I don't know where everyone else is living that's watching this, but we live in California and all of the parks are closed, all of them. So what we're doing right now is we're just going to a lot of parks that have really big grassy fields in them. So my kids are well aware of what is going on right now in the world with the whole coronavirus and everything. So they know that they can't play on the park equipment when we go, and that's something that we had to talk to them about. And they know that we're limited on what we can do right now, which is funny because it just means that this mama's got to get creative. And if your kids still don't know what's going on with the whole coronavirus and everything and what they're able to do and what they can't do, go ahead and click the video link up here in the top corner. This is just how I talk to my kids about what's going on with the virus and everything. In it, I just have examples of me actually talking to my kids, as you can see here, about the virus, and just a few quick tips at the end of the video. And I also have a project within that video for your kids on how you can just explain to them and show them how germs actually spread. But getting back to our quarantined weekend, hey yo. I recently had a friend actually ask me, what are we doing right now, especially because we have 3 kids, what are we doing right now to get our kids out? Are we even leaving our house? How strict are we with them? Like, she was asking me all kinds of just tips. So I thought I would just make a video of just kind of showing you guys what we're doing right now to get our kids out of the house and what that kind of looks like for us. Because honestly, right now, I mean, they can't play at parks and stuff right now. We can't go to the mall anymore. We can't go to like restaurants to eat out, which we don't typically do a lot anyways. But I mean, we are still plenty busy. We are doing so much. And it takes a lot of creativity from this guy on what we're going to do when we get out of the house and how we're going to get places.
I'm gonna get your toes.
So I thought I would just kind of walk you through our weekend here. I'm going to play a few videos just so you guys can see what my kids are doing, how we're getting places that we are going, what we're doing when we get to those places, and at the end of the video, you'll see what we did on Sunday and what critters we brought home. Very unintentionally. So our weekend in quarantine. We're just going to kind of go in order of the weekend here. I'm just going to start on talking about our Saturday. Basically, as you can see here, our kids are riding bikes. They have gotten so good at riding bikes. Like seriously, so good. My son, my older son, my 6-year-old, he absolutely loves riding his bike. And my 4-year-old, one of those bikes with no pedals, just so they have to be able to push themselves along. We go on at least 1 bike ride every single day. Sometimes we'll go on 2 bike rides, and that basically just consists of going to the local parks around us. So we have 2 local parks that we go to. One of them we go to way more than the other. It has a huge, big open field which is awesome for letting the kids run around. I mean, if there's other people there, it's great because we're not bumping into them or too close to them or anything like that, which is great. Yeah, we figured instead of driving them places to like grassy areas and stuff, we would just let them ride their bikes because our kids need to just run off that little bit of extra energy that they're getting. Our kids typically are running and playing tag with other kids and jumping off the playground and climbing on the monkey bars, and so it's
Put it
great
down next to the
exercise for
tree,
us
baby.
because we get to get out and get moving too. You know, we're kind of limited
get
on the
Daddy.
home workouts that we do get to do at home. We are still staying active, just probably not as much as going to the gym. But we're going on long walks. When we do go on walks, like I said, the kids are riding their bikes. And I'm typically, me and my husband just are walking, pushing the stroller with my little one in it until we get to the park so we can do something. So the first thing I kind of wanted to show you guys here, which you guys have already seen, is we started playing this game. I got these little spray bottles from Lakeshore Learning. I'll go ahead and link them down in the description. And it's so funny. We actually don't have any water guns or squirt guns, which is super unintentional. We just don't have them. But it is actually the motion of having to like squeeze the spray bottle. It actually works out all your little finger muscles here. And for kids, that's so important for like writing skills, is to like be able to work out those muscles so they can like actually form how they're supposed to hold the pencil correctly. So it takes like working out all these muscles. So it's such a good little workout for their little hands. So it's great. And it's been so hot the last few weekends. I think the weekend that this was filmed, it was 90 or like 89 degrees outside. So it was perfect. And it gets us up and running around and just, oh my gosh, like the look on their faces like is literally just pure joy. They are so happy just to be playing with mom and dad, cooling off, getting to spray us in the face, and being silly little kids. So this is something that we are doing to get out of the house and also bring extra water. The first time we did this, we took the spray bottles out, and I only brought the spray bottles and I didn't bring any extra water. So the second time we went out, I ended up bringing a whole gallon of extra water to refill these, and we literally went through it all. So if you try this out, bring extra water. The next thing here is, I don't know if you guys have ever done baking soda and vinegar projects. I don't remember doing these in school. I know they're super popular, but I really don't remember doing them. Super, super uneventful. Like seriously, so uneventful. The kids still liked it, but me and my husband, we wanted it to like blow these balloons up. What we did was we just put a little bit of baking soda inside of the balloon and then put some vinegar at the bottom of the water bottle and then put the balloon on top and just let the kids kind of just pick up the balloon so it dropped down into it with the vinegar. And then it was supposed to cause like the gas to happen, the whole bubble fizzy stuff, and it's supposed to blow up the balloon. But it only blew up the balloon this big. So I mean, crazy. Yeah. But something that was super fun is that the kids have never smelt vinegar before, so we let them all smell it, and you guys can see the wonderful faces they made.
Is it good?
No. Don't like it? What do you think, Avila?
I will smell it.
You want to smell? Big smell?
Ew. I don't want to smell it.
You have to.
I don't.
You gotta know what it smells like. Really quick.
Or you can't do the project.
Ugh.
Is it so good?
It's so gross.
So gross.
Want to smell it again? No.
So at this point, they were super tired because we were running around, getting wet, doing all this kind of stuff. We did a lot of chalk paint and stuff like that out at the park. Again, keeping within our social distancing and such. So my mom actually just moved, so we actually my husband actually went over to help her move while we took the kids home. My little one went ahead and took a nap for a little bit, and then I got these, we actually got an Amazon delivery when we got home, and I ordered these I'll do a quick little flip through here. I ordered this super cute book. It's by Melissa and Doug, and it's called Make a Face Book. And it's on my Instagram. So if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, go ahead and head over there. I will put the link at the bottom of the screen here. It's hello.homeschool. And oh my gosh, they are so cute and kind of creepy to be completely honest, but the kids had so much fun with them. They were so cute, and they were only like $5, and we got them in like 2 days on Prime from Amazon. So definite must. It kept them probably occupied for at least an hour, and they each did like a few different ones. But dude, they are creepy. But it lets them be creative, so it's really awesome. So another thing that we do probably almost every single day is we read 3 books to our kids every day out loud. And it's so, so good for you to read aloud to your kids. My youngest actually used to get up and sit on the ground with her own little book and flip through it. And she would and now she actually sits with us, which is awesome. Because she's following along, she's reading the books with us, and it's great. We usually, like I said before, we usually do about 3 to 4 books 2 times a day, and it looks just like this, us sitting on the couch together. Sometimes my husband does it at nighttime. You know, he usually gets the nighttime shift of book reading. But he's really good at it too, because he does all like the fun little voices that kids love, you know, for all the different characters and stuff. So he's really great at that. And then after that, it's pretty uneventful, you know, we just kind of cook dinner and do bath time once we get home. So that's kind of like our Saturday that we did. But then moving to Sunday, oh my gosh, Sunday. So Sunday was a absolute total naturey bug day. We just drove. We actually didn't go to one of our local parks on Sunday. We drove to We drove to a nature trail. Not one that's overcrowded, not one of like the big state parks or anything like that. Just kind of like a little hidden gym that we go to that has a few bike trails and stuff like that. But we intended just to go on a nice bike ride with the trails and maybe walk and collect some flowers and some leaves, or, you know, something, just be outdoors, walking around, riding bikes and stuff. But as you can see here, our boys found a little creek, and it wasn't long before they were playing in it. My younger one actually like fell in with his shoes on, so we just let him keep his shoes on. But it's funny, my husband saw like little,
Avila, come here,
what he
please.
thought were tadpoles in the creek. No, they were not tadpoles. They were definitely little fish. They were guppies. And honestly, we had to have spent like at least an hour or 2 playing in the creek. You know, they would eat snacks every now and then. They would splash around. It kept them cool. My husband got sunburnt because he took his shirt off, which was hilarious. But not too bad of a sunburn, so he's okay.
It's like you see them and then they're gone.
And then my older son, as soon as he got like the A-OK to get in the water, he was just right in there. My youngest, Avila, she took a little bit longer to warm up to like the texture of the sand on her feet, but it wasn't before long that she was in there. She likes to throw and collect rocks, so she was just sitting on the side that you can see here, and she was just throwing rocks into the water, which was
Let me see your butt.
cute. So it kind of turned into like a little,
your butt's all wet.
a little mini science lesson. Because we were collecting some of the rocks and plants, and we created like this whole little natural habitat, because of course they caught 9 guppies and they had to bring them home. So I turned it into a science lesson for them, and they got to create their natural habitat, which actually led us to having to leave. We finished up our bike ride, and then we had to go buy fish food for them. Hey Caleb,
Yeah.
did we get fish today?
I wish they were tadpoles.
Yeah, but what did we get?
What do we get, dude?
Orca fish?
Nope, orca fish.
Orca fish!
Orcas are killer whales, dude. Those don't live in rivers. We got guppies.
Guppies!
How many guppies did we get?
Guppies!
10 or 9?
I think we got 9.
9.
Yeah, we got 9.
9 guppies.
Weird number, huh?
Yeah, so we had to leave to get fish food, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go home and set them up now?
Yep.
Say, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Of course, on our way to the store, we were looking up like what exactly they eat, so we knew what to get from the store. And of course, we got home and we were setting them up on our stairs here, and all kinds of questions we were getting asked. So of course, with Siri's help, because Mom does not know everything about guppies, We got all those questions answered. I think, at least. I hope. And then that was our Sunday. But another thing is that we do, and we actually did this before we went to the creek, is that they found so many
so
caterpillars.
Cute. And it's moving.
There were so many on this hike. Like, seriously, so many. They were everywhere. They were on like all of the trees. You could literally, it looked like the bark on the trees were moving because they were just moving up the tree. It was weird. I've never seen that many in one spot. But of course, the boys wanted to catch them and play with them and ask all their questions, which of course we had to answer with the help of Siri again.
3 caterpillars.
Let's see.
I don't know why that one's not moving.
Ooh, that one's running.
We actually ended up not keeping any of these guys, but the very
So
next day we went to a different trail, and bug cage in hand,
see.
of course.
Come here, let me see. Oh my.
And again, this turned into a little science lesson to explain like what we needed to recreate their natural habitat, and researching what they ate, which was actually, for these specific caterpillars, are oak leaves. So we just picked some oak leaves off. They put some little oak branches in there, and they are some happy little guys, and they take care of them every day, make sure they stay out of the sun, make sure they stay in their cage. They'll play with them sometimes, but it's fun for them. Yeah, it's funny. We kind of turned into a little bug home. Yeah, that sounds kind of gross, huh? I don't want to be known as the bug home. Oh man, that's great. The bug home. And what's funny about this trail too is that we found a little pond at this place that had a bunch of tadpoles in it, and they were definitely tadpoles this time. They were black, and they had like the fat body and the little squiggly tails and stuff. Yeah, so we haven't gone back yet, but I'm sure when we go back, they will definitely have their bug cage in hand, and we will be new tadpole owners. So, which is actually funny because I've been calling around to places every now and then since like last year to see if I could buy tadpoles, because we actually bought some one time from like online somewhere that was like a kids science project place. It came with like a whole kit of them, and they died in the mail. Oh, they died. It was devastating. Like, seriously, don't buy tadpoles online. Don't do it. Seriously, it's sad. Ugh. It's always nice as a homeschool mom too that you can squeeze in that little bit of extra learning even on the weekends, just to keep them engaged. And because my boys are so into bugs right now, it was perfect. So I mean, for those of you that are new here, I homeschool I have my youngest is in kindergarten right now, but I will be homeschooling all 3 of our kids just for a lot of different reasons. If you're curious on why we decided to homeschool, I'll go ahead and over here. I'll go ahead and click this link up here, and you can watch the next video just explaining why we chose to homeschool and why that's important to us for many different reasons. Click the button. And just to top it all off, we usually have this on Sunday nights. We just had a pizza movie night with the kids. They really enjoy it. We don't really let our kids watch any. Very occasionally we will, but not as like on a normal basis or anything. They get very limited tablet time. It kind of just had pizza, movie, and it was bedtime. And that's pretty typical on what our weekends really look like right now. They change a little bit. I mean, something that's pretty consistent is the bike riding and walking to parks and going on non-crowded trails is pretty normal. The little activities kind of change every now and then, but we are always moving and grooving and trying to find new things to do and be creative, just to get out of the house and just to get that movement in, man. Like, you can't stay cooped up in the house. You'll go a little crazy. Also, guys, make sure you check us out on Instagram. What's up? hello.homeschool. I try to post things, as you can see here, just of the kids, what they're doing on a day-to-day, how we're getting out of the house, different little homeschool tips and tricks and things that we're working on, things that we're doing, as you can see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this a big thumbs up if you found it useful or cute, or if you like my children. It really does help us out and help our channel out and the growth of it. Let me know down in the comments below, what are you guys doing right now in quarantine? What are your main go-tos? If you listen to this video all the way through, go ahead and give us a big heart emoji down at the bottom. And until next time, guys, bye.